Alright everyone, and so Warner Brothers and James Gunn decided to release the full extended sneak preview for Superman. And now, this was a sneak preview that was exclusively going to be attached to screenings for the Minecraft movie, but went ahead and released this out into the world online for everyone to see. And based on everything that we see here, in terms of the version of Superman that we're going with, Krypto, the Fortress of Solitude, and what James Gunn's approach to this, and there's so much to talk about here as well. And so this will be a full breakdown of the Superman extended sneak preview for what we need to know about this movie, especially going into it. And boy, is there like a ton of Easter eggs, and especially from the Solitude and everything that we have to go over. And so if you're new, then be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future bits. But now let's hop right into it. And now, with the extended sneak preview that is officially released online, and also if you caught my video on my breakdown that I did for the CinemaCon footage, I will link it in the description down below. But now it's officially released out there for the entire world to see it, even though that I saw this in front of Minecraft. And now, especially this is how it is perfectly described, because as you see, we see the icy glacier setting that we can see everything, especially as we see a Superman plowing down real quick, because as we can see that he is bleeding, he is beaten up, because this is the same scene that we saw from the first trailer, but it is extended, and then we can see him groaning that he is in pain, and we can see him whistling for Krypto, and then we can see like Krypto running, and especially for how far that he is running right here. It sounds like for what James Gunn's approach to Krypto, because it is described that he is a troublemaker, and as Superman, his playmate, and then we can see like Krypto causing him more pain, and Superman like screaming because he is in pain. He just took a beating, like he got beaten up. And we can hear Superman saying like, "Home, take me home." Those were also the exact same lines that we've heard from the first trailer. But even though that this is an extended scene for what we need to know about this movie, James Gunn knows how to make us care for these characters straight out of a comic book. We can see Krypto pulling on his cape, and then just with Krypto, for how we can see it, like I'm pretty sure this looks absolutely great, because even though it gets me even more excited for the movie, especially for what we're going with here, with the direction for this character that James Gunn wants to present to us as the new Superman. And then we can see his Fortress of Solitude appearing, and then I think how this looks based on from the material from the comics, I think they are going for a great design right here, especially for what James Gunn knows about comics and how to bring it to life, especially if you know the Fortress of Solitude that is Superman's home. And then we can see the Superman symbol forming as we see Krypto stopping after pulling on Superman's cape, and we can hear him barking, and that makes it like appear, and then it opens the doors, and then we can see the robots coming in and lifting up Superman. We can hear the robots speaking a dialogue how they don't need a Superman to thank them. And then with one robot that it says, "Wow, he looked at me," and especially I found this kind of funny, from Krypto causing him pain, and the robot like giggling about like how much Superman looked at the robot. It kind of makes it sound like, yeah, they're definitely going for a somewhat of a comedic aspect by throwing in humor, because especially like this is like for what we're going at here, and especially it's going to have hard, dark themes, and also to really represent of who Superman is. And now, especially with the part of for how Superman is going to heal, especially he healing up all those wounds, and we can see a sunbeam that is targeted from the fortress, and we can see the sunbeam that is about to heal him, and then especially for the sound that he makes, and we hear him whining so much. I'm pretty sure that this is definitely caused some debate online, because even though people on one hand it's like, this sucks. I mean, I don't want to see this movie. Why did James Gunn do this? But on the other hand, you have people that are really excited because this is a taste of what we're about to expect as we enter the new era, the new chapter for DC, and especially for what James Gunn wants to approach, wants to present to the audience. And I can definitely see that why this clip was released online. It's generally just to generate excitement for what we can expect. David Corenswet is going to play this character brilliantly, and even though, of course, this is a scene from the first teaser, but I can definitely tell that like I adored this scene so much for how it's going to play into the main theme. And on top of that, I also want to add is that with Superman, that we can see him whining from the sunbeam that is healing his wounds, and the robot is trying to hold him down. And for what I can basically, it explains that here is that, of course, Superman can feel pain, but especially with Superman that's like whining so much, I get where people are coming from with this. But I just generally think we're in for a good movie coming this July for summer movie season, and I just generally think this extended preview clip was very good, and I can also tell I have faith in DC for what they're going to deliver, but from how everything is going to look from the comics to the screen to the actual movie. I want to describe Krypto right here because, especially, James Gunn took inspiration, the main feelings of how Krypto is supposed to look, because especially if you all know that with James Gunn, who has a dog and he has faithful care in animals, and that's what he wants to adapt within Krypto. When everyone noticed with Krypto and Superman, and that's how we're going to get this theme and tone as sort of like a lighthearted feel as well. And this is what Superman is meant to be represented for, especially when it represents a pop culture, the modern day pop culture. And even for what we've seen James Gunn do, especially coming off of the Suicide Squad and the Guardians trilogy, and now with his version of Superman. And if this is how we're going to be introduced to our main character, such as what Superman is going through, as we're going to see in this movie, is that like this is not going to be another Superman origin story. In fact, like from the way that we're going to see David Corenswet's portrayal of the Man of Steel himself, like this is like gonna cause like some different reactions from people, but I can definitely see where this universe is heading towards based on this extended preview that we're seeing. But hey, I just think that it looks very good. This movie is definitely going to be approached differently, and it's gonna have, of course, some of the vibrant colors and sort of like a dark but lighthearted feel. Of course, it's gonna add that comedy, that humor for what we've seen in James Gunn's filmography, and that's why DC decided to choose James Gunn to run the whole DC universe and to bring us this new version of Superman. And how can this universe succeed because of this clip for what this movie is going to be approached towards. But yeah, that's all I have to say about it, and I think this clip looks so good. It looks so great, and I think Krypto is going to be so adorable, and I think it's going to be adored a lot once this movie comes out. But yeah, that's all I say about it. That's going to do it for this video. Just let me know in the comments below, and what your thoughts on the extended sneak preview for Superman, and does this raise your hype and anticipation for the movie even more? Just let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to turn notifications for future videos. Also follow all my social medias or link down below. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.